What's good, everybody? Chris here again. Chris Goes Outdoors. We're back. Memorial Day weekend. Got here pretty early, and we've been working our way down the Lincoln Woods Trail, which is just like a old logging road. It's just kind of flat and railroady. And right now, we're gonna do kind of like a weird figure eight. So essentially, we're gonna work our way entirely around Owl's Head, maybe go up Owl's Head, camp somewhere maybe near 13 Falls, maybe work our way up to the Appalachian Trail, maybe South Twin. It's kind of a let's see where we get. So that's what we're doing. We're working our way down the Black Pond Trail right now, and from what I gather, there's a bushwhacky unofficial trail that we can then again intersect the actual trail I'm looking for. So that's where we're heading. Check out Black Pond soon. So we made our pit stop over at Black Pond. Beautiful, especially this time of the morning. Just very quiet, very peaceful. Birds are chirping, sun's coming up. And we've made it onto the bushwhack portion of the trail. Where it starts, I got a little confused. There's a bunch of trees that have fallen, and I think I just missed the area where it actually began at. So I kind of just went up in the woods and started kind of climbing up almost a little bit toward Mount Flume, and then just kind of came around and down. So it's a little tricky, for me anyway. It was. I just kind of apparently walked right by it, and but I eventually found it. It pretty much just kind of skirts around the pond, so just keep that in mind. If you start going like way uphill, you're probably going the wrong way. But we're continuing on, and this should intercept the Lincoln Brook Trail at some point, and we'll continue on toward Owl's Head. We've now completed the bushwhack, as they call it. It is very much more like a trail, with the exception of like the little area right after the pond getting on to the actual bushwhack. It's pretty easy to follow. It's essentially another trail. But right here, right behind me, that right there is the Lincoln Brook Trail. So we're gonna start heading up, I think it's like a mile and a half toward Owl's Head, and then we'll continue on toward the 13 Falls campsite. So we're currently sitting at the last water crossing. We've already made it over, and we're about half a mile from the little off trail that goes up to Owl's Head. So I just decided to sit down, have a little snack, fuel up before we continue on. Not sure what I'm gonna do. We'll see when we pass. I might just drop my pack and kind of shoot up to Owl's Head, see it one more time, I guess. I think it's about 1.7 or 1.8 miles total, like a round trip to get up there and back. But it's something like 1,500 feet of elevation to get up. It's very steep. You climb essentially a rock slide to get up there. We've reached the intersection now for Owl's Head, so I am going to hit it. I'm just going to leave my backpack down at the intersection here and then sprint up a bit. So we're going pretty much completely bare bones. I got water, and then that's about it. So let's do it. about 3/4 of the way up the slide to Owl's Head, and just a beautiful view behind us. Essentially the whole way. This is the view. There's no view really at the summit, but beautiful. We're almost there. We'll get to the summit soon. Don't know how well it comes through on camera, but exceptionally steep. About 1,500 feet in, I think, 0.6 miles. It's just pretty much directly up. Fun times. I used to pack out like pizzas from like Costco or something.
Oh, okay.
Like made it to the summit of Owl's Head. Just recorded one quick clip there, just because it's not really much to see. It's fully wooded in, no view, and not too many places to kind of sit around. And there were a bunch of people out there. I didn't want to, camera in their face. So working our way back down now, and gonna try to make it quick because my camera battery's dying and I'm almost out of water. Alright, we've made it back down from Owl's Head. It took us a bit. Going up, I feel like it always takes me forever. But we made pretty quick time coming down, and we're back at the intersection. So just kind of drinking up. I'm probably going to go stop at the next water source, hang out for a bit, eat lunch, and we'll proceed on to 13 Falls. So, interesting hike, going back up there. Cool views off of the slide, but as expected again, I've been up before. There's no real view at the summit, and it's just kind of like, yay, we made it. But we did it. So on to camp. Working our way down the trail, we're probably a little over a mile from the 13 Falls Tentsite, and I was hoping I'd be able to find somewhere to camp in the woods, but we're crossing through an area labeled as Franconia Brook Marsh, and the trail, off trail, and everything around the trail is just like soup. Everything is just mud and marsh, so it does not look like that is going to be an option. So the falls is probably going to be the only option unless I keep going. So we'll see what happens, but we're going to keep pushing on, and yeah, we'll just see what happens. I have no idea. about a third of a mile now from 13 Falls Tentsite, and right behind me is Franconia Falls. Beautiful. I'm so tempted to just like dive right in there. Like, so tempted right now. It looks pretty deep. I bet you I could probably like not touch the bottom down there. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. We're gonna keep going, see if we can get ourselves a tent site, and I might come back up here. Like, this is so pretty. And if I can't get a tent site, maybe I'll just sleep on a rock. I don't know, we'll see. We've made it to 13 Falls Tentsite, and yeah, we found a little spot. It's not like one of the platform spots, but that's fine. I didn't want one anyway, because I have a tent that just sets up easier on regular ground. But there are a ton of people here right now, so I'm just kind of kicking it at the falls area. And yeah, gonna cook up down here and probably jump in for a swim. You might be able to hear some people swimming down there right now. It looks very, very tempting, so I might have to go jump in. It looks fantastic from what I can see. So yeah, we'll cook up some food and get chilling.
Next morning, day number 2, we're up this morning and currently moving around. I don't know how long that's gonna last, but I didn't really record much yesterday. I kind of came in my tent and just like fell asleep. But a good day yesterday. I think it was like a 13 or 14 mile day. Judging with the little bushwhack, it's a little difficult to gauge exactly the mileage, but roughly 13 or 14 miles. And we got our tent spot now at 13 Falls. So the plan tonight is essentially do a loop right back to 13 Falls. So we're gonna go up the Franconia Brook Trail from here, kind of follow the Appalachian Trail toward the Galehead Hut, Galehead Mountain, and then we'll gauge what we're gonna do from there. I might go up South Twin, so continue on the Appalachian Trail for a bit, and then backtrack down. Or I might just come right back here along the Twin Brook Trail and then stay here again for the night. It's tempting not to go to South Twin because this is just a very cool campsite. There's a lot of spots here that you can just kind of sit on the rocks or like swim in water too if you want. So it's kind of tempting to just come back here. But South Twin does have amazing views from the top. But we'll see. We'll see how we feel when we get up there. We'll eat soon. And I don't know what time I'll head out. I'm not in much of a rush. I mean, it was pretty much sun or bright out until 8, 9 o'clock last night. So we got some time. But hang out for now, get to eating, and go from there.
Alright, so we finally convinced ourselves to get out of the comforts of the tent this morning, and we're on trail. So we are on the Franconia Brook Trail right now, and we're following this up right now about 2.5 miles to the Appalachian Trail, also the Garfield Ridge Trail. I was just on this maybe like 7 months ago, so the path is moderately familiar to me. And then we'll head toward the Galehead Hut and Galehead Mountain. We've made it now onto the Garfield Ridge Trail, aka the Appalachian Trail, and we're heading Appalachian Trail northbound. So we're heading right now to the Galehead Hut. It's about 1.5-ish miles from where I'm currently filming this, but 2 miles from the trail to Galehead. And we'll be there soon. Nice little trail, just some pointless ups and downs, but we'll get there soon.
You have to go back down to the junction. And then that's how you get to Garfield.
So we left the Galehead Hut, and I spent about 45 minutes trying to convince myself I don't need to go up South Twin, but I couldn't really come up with a good reason not to. It's early in the day, I'm here, like I have time, and yeah, the only thing I could think of was being fat and lazy, and I'm not feeling that, so against possibly my better judgment, we're now hiking up the very, very steep trail up South Twin. Taking in the summit of South Twin Mountain. Absolutely gorgeous up here. 360 views. Some of the best views in the Whites, I would argue. Just absolutely amazing. You can see pretty much everywhere here. It's fantastic. We'll begin our descent back down toward the Galehead Hut soon, and we'll head back down toward 13 Falls. But for now, just enjoying. Like, this is good. This is good stuff. Against possibly my better judgment, I'm taking the 0.3 off trail to hit Galehead Mountain. There's no view, but we're here. Why not? We made it to the lovely, lovely Galehead Mountain. Just a pile of rocks and a lot of trees. So yeah, we're heading right back down. I'm not even gonna like record on the way down. Let's get on trail and get back to camp. I haven't been recording too much just because I'm trying to make it back to camp in a good time so I can kind of like swim around. But we're making pretty good time. We're on the Twin Brook Trail, and once you go past Galehead Mountain, it gets really, really steep for a minute. But then, at least as of right now, moving quick. Hopefully we'll get there soon. Get our swim on. I am literally covered in salt. Like my shirt is just like salty. It's gross. So we'll unsalt by swimming, we'll resalt by eating.
I will win.
You'll be on 4 for life,
Yeah.
Next morning, day number 3, we're finally up and at 'em this morning. I think it's pretty close to 10 o'clock right now. I did technically wake up at 5. There was a super cool bird like chirping. I can't recall ever hearing this type of like song in the morning. I'll try to overlay the chirping here. But yeah, that woke me up, and I sat there for a while just like listening to it. It went on for a while, and ended up just kind of drifting back and forth between consciousness. Was listening to a podcast, and I decided finally to get up and eat breakfast. I'm eating ramen because it's the only thing in my food bag right now that even looks appetizing. In case you can't tell, the black flies are out hard right now. There's probably like 20 of them swarming around me, and yeah, fantastic. But we got 9 miles out of here today, and it's seemingly mostly flat. So that's good, I suppose. We've done about 7,000 something feet of elevation in the last 2 days. So I'm all right with flat, I suppose. And yeah, we'll carry on whenever we get out of here. Either way, I'm sitting in Memorial Day traffic going home, so time out of here doesn't particularly matter today. For now, fuel up, head out. In the event anybody is curious, I know there was a bear situation here last year where they had a troubled bear that kept coming and was able to get into the old bear lockers here because the bottoms rusted out. That should not be a problem anymore. They got 2 brand new gigantic bear lockers. There's one behind the little one, if you can see that, and then obviously the one in the foreground. As well, they still have all the bear canisters here that you can use also.
Working our way down the very, very flat Franconia Brook Trail. It's been essentially just smooth walking. You get little step downs like this where streams cross, and other than that, a couple blowdowns here and there, but it's been smooth sailing. We're just cruising along, so keep going. Just another like 8 miles. Woo! So we got about a mile left on the Franconia Brook Trail, and just some beautiful little ponds along the way here. Nice little mountain views off the ponds too. So bug heading it on because we are getting swarmed as I film this. So we're gonna keep on walking. We should hit the Lincoln Woods pretty soon. We are back over the bridge onto the Lincoln Woods Trail. And pretty much right when you get over the trail, the trail for Franconia Falls is right there. So it's 0.4 miles one way, and yeah, we're gonna check it out. It's the last trail in this area that I need to kind of finish off all the trails in this area. So looking forward to that. Looking forward to see what the waterfall has for us. Here we are. the end of the Franconia Falls Trail. Absolutely beautiful. The water looks so clear. I kind of want to dive in. I'm not going to because I still have 4 miles to hike back, but it looks amazing. This would be a cool place to just come hang out. But nice, we'll give you a look.
So as far as the hike goes, everything went completely to plan, even the stuff that I was kind of iffy about doing. My original intention wasn't actually to go up Owl's Head. I had debated, like, if I passed it, like, yeah, I could go up it. And same thing with South Twin. I was like, yeah, I could go up it, but don't need to. And I ended up doing both, which was great. I also went up Galehead Mountain again, which I didn't need to. There's nothing up there, but I was there and said, why not? We'll go with it. And yeah, knocked out the, was it the Black Pond? I forget the name of the pond off the Lincoln Woods. And then the Franconia Falls Trail, knocked those out too. So all of the trails in like the center of the Pemi and even the surrounding area of the Pemi pretty much, I have done now. And yeah, it was a great time. The first day was weird. I just kind of, I don't know what was going on my first day out. But I felt like really, really tired going up Owl's Head, like really tired. And then I felt fine pretty much like on the way down. And the second day out, which that day I figured I would have felt like the worst. I felt easily my best. I was flying yesterday. I felt great. Obviously it wasn't a entirely full pack, but I had a good amount of stuff still in my bag, a lot of food, water, and just like clothes and stuff, just in case. But yeah, I flew yesterday and even flew back today. I left camp at, I think, 11 o'clock, and I had 9 miles to go, and it's 2:40. And I've probably been here for at least 20-something minutes with like the changing and running in the bathroom and everything. So I made good time today too. But as expected, probably at least, I don't know, 12 of those miles are almost completely flat. Essentially my entire walk back this morning, 9 miles, a little bit of elevation on the Franconia Falls Trail, like very little bit of elevation. But otherwise I may as well have been just walking a straight path, some little, dips and whatever, but easy terrain. But overall it was a cool trip. I had planned that trip. It's been in my do this trip for at least 2 years now. And every time I did it, I would look at the mileage and I'd just be like, ugh, that'll be tough. I'm not doing that. But I've been feeling good this year and I went for it, and yeah, it paid off. It was great. 13 Falls Tentsite was awesome. Set up shop, left all my stuff there overnight, came back to it and stayed another night. And yeah, went swimming down there. There's like swimming holes and stuff. It was so cool. But overall, I plugged it into Gut Hook or Far Out, and it roughly, because I did the little bushwhack from that pond, but roughly equates to 31 or 32 miles total. And I think it was about 7,500 feet of elevation gain and descent. I'll try to put a screenshot of it on the trail, if this even makes it in the video. I feel like this video is probably like an hour long at this point. And yeah, that's all I got. So anyways, super happy with how the trip went. Like, I ran into a ton of people that watched the channel too, like a ton of people. It kind of like threw me through a loop. But nice talking to you all. It was a good time. But anyway, that's going to do it, everyone. Hope you enjoy the video. Yeah, we'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully at some point next weekend. Take care.